Yes. So you're gonna sing, and then when you say, "If you do that, Santa, I'll believe in you," and then you'll hand it to your mom, and she's gonna think, "I da 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 da," and then you'll write, "If you do that, Santa, I'll believe in you," right? And then. In 2006, I had a crazy idea to provide kids with a summer camp where they could learn all three facets of musical theater that included dance, music, and theater performance. Growing up in San Angelo, there was not a lot of opportunity for me as a child to be involved in the arts or do anything outside my dance classes, especially theater for young people. So I just decided to kind of take a leap of faith and offer a summer camp in the rehearsal hall at Angelo Civic Theater, and we did Annie with 36 kids, and that's really all I ever intended it to be, was just a summer musical theater camp. May or may not ever do it again, and it blossomed into something more than I could have ever imagined. So now we currently see about 700 students a year, and we offer programs in musical theater with production workshops that are full of performance opportunities for our kids. We offer dance classes, and we offer private voice lessons along with general acting classes. I think the biggest blessing from owning Saba is watching kids grow and become wonderful community leaders, wonderful young adults, whether they're going to go into theater or become a teacher or become a mom. They have learned so many skills through theater, through relationships with other people, communication skills. They have taken life lessons with them that they can take into the world, and also seeing kids blossom from being very, very shy to being very outgoing, great, wonderful personalities, and just fostering that.
My name is Emma Armstrong. I started dance when I was age 2 and I stopped when I was 18. And now I'm almost 20 and I've been teaching ballet for the past year. I was born in Albany, New York, and I danced at a small Christian dance studio. And then when we moved to Texas, I started dancing here in San Angelo. And when I was 17, I got the opportunity to dance in Russia at the Bolshoi Ballet Academy. And I danced there for my senior year before I stopped. On the positive side, dance has helped me grow in time management. It's made me responsible. I'm a fast learner. Because of my opportunities in dance, I'm bilingual. Um, and it's people skills, getting to work with different people who you wouldn't normally meet, teamwork, things like that. Um, it also, it's hard sometimes. Dance is hard. It's competitive, and sometimes the competition can get to you. Not entirely because of dance, but dance is a huge part that ended up shaping my eating disorder. I developed anorexia when I was 11 years old, and that continued all up until I was 18 when I sought out treatment for it. That was definitely my biggest struggle in dance because when you're underfed, your brain can't function like a normal person would, and it's so hard to try and do the things that you ask your body to do when you're at war with yourself.
Hi, my name is Haley Jackson. As a dancer or performer, I mean, like the dance world and the acting world, it's very harsh and it's very tough, and it's like a tough love situation. As a dancer, you always feel like you're not good enough, and being a perfectionist, you always want things to be perfect, and whenever they're not, or the slightest thing isn't perfect, you always beat up on yourself, and it's so hard to ever feel like you're good enough whenever you don't feel that way. A couple of years ago, I had an injury, and it was really hard to come back from that and feel 100% about my dancing, because I wasn't confident at all in myself or my dancing. I dreaded every single dance class that I walked into. As much as I loved it, I dreaded it because I would always walk out feeling so bad about myself. And the thing is, though, it was me I was making myself feel bad. It wasn't anybody else in that room. It was just me. And so it just, feeling like you're good enough, because the majority of the time you don't as a dancer. And so just feeling that love for yourself and learning to love yourself, basically, and just be okay with what you are.
I think one of the biggest struggles with SABA is being a nonprofit organization. All the nonprofits are struggling for financial opportunities through grants, through sponsorships, through community philanthropists, and so different money is being given to different organizations, and we're all vying for a small amount of that. So probably financial backing to grow our programs. I think that's a struggle with all nonprofits, is just finding the right foundation to tap into or grant system to tap into in order to continue to grow. With having so many students, we have to make sure that we continue to grow our programs to keep offering them the best that we can. The cost for productions can run anywhere between $12,000 and $75,000 depending on the productions that we're doing, depending on if we're flying curtains and rigging and flying actors, or we're grounding everything and we're just using pipe and drape.
Now I teach ballet at the San Angelo Broadway Academy. I am a college student. I am studying to be an English teacher.
Okay. SABA has helped me grow as a person because it's hard, because it's helped me in so many different ways. It's helped me through a lot of difficult times, and it's helped me just to keep going and to learn who I am and come into my own and not be judged by anyone, or just feel like you're welcomed with open arms. And SABA is my second family. I mean, I'm here more than I am home. I spend every single day up here at SABA, and it just, being surrounded by so many amazing people, it helps you learn so much as a person, but then also at the same time just learn to be okay with who you are and not worry about what anybody else thinks. And if there's always going to be those people who don't like you, but it's just, you just gotta ignore them and just be who you are.
My biggest blessing working at the San Angelo Broadway Academy is that it's giving me a second chance, I feel like. A second chance with dance. Where I went wrong in my dancing was I realized I wasn't dancing for myself. I was dancing for other people. And I felt like I could never be satisfied because I was never good enough for these other people. And with these kids, it's my job to make them the dancer that they want to be, not the dancer I want them to be. It's my job to bring them up to where their goals are and teach them to always dance for themselves and not to dance for other people.
Yes. So to see them really take ownership in a production where it's not mine really anymore, it's their show. They take the ownership and the pride, and they really bring messages across to the audiences and to fill themselves with so much joy. I think that's exciting to watch, that all their hard work comes to a point where it's a beautiful end product. You know, the process is long, it can be boring, it can be monotonous. They can get tired of me yelling at them, but I have to remember that all that is going toward teaching them, and also teaching them to take responsibility and ownership in a product that they're giving someone else.